Yeah, now you're a fucking bitch! You fucking pussy! Hey!
You're going to
Hey,
jail!
pull over, you little bitch!
Come on! Hell, you're going to jail!
Hey!
Come on! You're going to jail!
Pull over, you little bitch!
Come on! Oh, you're doing the same thing? I thought I was the only one. I don't see them a whole lot. It's cool, their engines are really cool. They're really low to the ground. Yeah, they've gotten really cool. You probably get a lot of that. It's actually a Porsche. It's pretty cool. I was thinking about getting one of these, but they're kind of, the reason why I like them is they're kind of economy looking, you know. I mean, they're very sporty, but they're sporty in kind of a four-door way, you know. Just be a nice upgrade. like the back where the light is right here. This is a 2021. So these are pretty nice. Small little window. It's got a skyline roof or panoramic roof. Ceiling. Sky ceiling is what they call it. Nice wheels. I like this road because when I was a kid, we used to ride our 10 speeds and mountain bikes and things like that. I think I had a 10 speed and then I got a mountain bike eventually or something similar. It's kind of a cross between a mountain bike and a 10 speed. But this was the area that we used to ride our 10 speeds. Sometimes I'd ride my 10 speed all the way to high school. I went to Keller for a little bit. I think my freshman year, I was on the freshman football team, JV, junior varsity. And this is Keller right here. I eventually went to Richland High School, and then I went to Haltom for a little stint. Then I graduated from Pascal. And after graduating Pascal, I went to University of North Texas, and then eventually the New School University after passing through Hollywood. But I was just starting to get into skateboarding when I went to Keller, and I left Keller, and I came back to Keller. And when I first came to Keller, I was on the football team, which we practiced over this way. My dad made me quit because he didn't want me to get hurt. I was a 130-pound wide receiver kind of person. I also was a safety. And he didn't want me to play football, so I had to tell the coach. I said, sorry, I have to quit. My dad won't let me play. And I was part of the ag. So I was agriculture here. I took ag classes. And when I first started going here, my freshman year, I wore like a roper, boots, and I was pretty miserable. I didn't think I was me at all. And then I eventually left, and I went to North Richland Junior High, which was 9th grade. They were the head of that junior high. So the 9th grade was the highest grade of that junior high in North Richland. And there I began skateboarding and grew my hair really long bangs, listened to Metallica, and started skateboarding. Eventually, I graduated from North Richland and went to Richland High School my 10th grade year, so my sophomore year. I got a Cavalier car. It was a Chevy Cavalier or Chevrolet Cavalier, leave a comment. And my hair was jet black. I dyed it jet black and became very goth into like Joy Division and things like that. And the Smiths, and I got into the Smiths. And I left Richland High School because I was living out of zip code. And then I went to Haltom High School for a few months and then just left school. And then my mom moved to Fort Worth, and then I re-entered school my tail end junior year, or just going into the junior year, and attended Pascal High School for about, almost 3 years, like 2.5 years, and graduated there. And believe it or not, there's some famous people from Pascal. The guy that wrote Hell or High Water, Sheridan, Taylor Sheridan, I believe is his name. He's from Pascal High School. He was up for an Oscar, or I don't know if he won an Oscar for that or not, but he went to Pascal. They had a really good writing department. So I went there and was in the creative writing department there. And the film, I hung around the film department and real heavily involved in the theater department at Pascal. But that's where I started, and that used to be right there. That used to be a Diamond grocery store. Diamond something, I don't know, Diamond something grocery store. And I remember we were basically like stalkers, or we would stalk the shelves. We were like clerk, kind of we sacked people's groceries. That was when I got back from Richland, because I left Richland. I did go back to Keller. And when I went back to Keller for a short period of time, I had like jet black hair and I was like kind of the rebel. And then I eventually left. And not too far from here, there was a party that we went to that got raided by this gang, and we had to run and jump these fences in the backyard. And the police showed up and arrested a bunch of people. They were throwing bottles at people in the front yard. It busted some guy's mouth open. I think his name was Kevin Simmons. Busted his mouth open. And I ended up leaving the Keller area, and then eventually going to Fort Worth. Eventually ended up at Fort Worth, and then graduated, and then New York for a while. Back here. Now I'm into filmmaking. Been jealous of my big old freaking muscle and all my cinematic. Jealous of my cinema. You jealous of my cinema? Cinema, baby, cinema. Ooh, cows. Well, headed to my next stop. Please subscribe. If you want to support the arts, I'll leave my PayPal, and you're welcome to do that. Also, have a good one. This is a cute little community called Pecan Square. This must be the backside of it. I vlogged this place before. Looks like it's growing that way. This is Red Brick and Little Wonder. And that is a community that's in the making right beside Pecan Community. And it looks really nice. Right here. All of that right there. Tons and tons and tons of houses are going to be located right in this area. A lot of communities are being built along this way up here. You can see all the wood right here. This is right by Pecan Square. A lot of work needs to be done. You can smell the wood. Yeah, it smells like, like plywood or 2x4s kind of thing. Holy cow. Looks like it. Yeah. They're not really finished with this area right here. It's a cool looking tree right there. That road right there is called Elm Place. You can kind of hear the neighborhood. is better, it's always worse. You have a good night.